Hey friends, welcome. Now picture this. You're standing at a crossroads with two distinct paths before you. One looks familiar, safe, and predictable, while the other is a mystery, a bit uncertain, maybe even risky, but it could lead to incredible growth. You hesitate. Sounds familiar? Well, we've all been there. In these moments, the weight of making the right decision can be paralyzing. But here's the thing. What if I told you that the key to making difficult decisions isn't about being fearless, but about being prepared? Now, science tells us that decision making isn't just a skill. It's something we can master with the right mindset and strategies. So today, I'm here to share with you how you can make tough decisions with both clarity and confidence. Start with your core values. Now, let's begin with your core values. What really matters to you? Is it integrity, ambition, love, or family? These values are your internal compass. They guide everything you do, whether you realize it or not. Research shows that when we align our decisions with our core values, we're more satisfied, less stressed, and more at peace with whatever the outcome might be. So take a moment and ask yourself, what am I truly unwilling to compromise? Because when your choices reflect who you genuinely are, they bring a sense of fulfillment, even when they're challenging. It's like building on a solid foundation. The decision might be tough, but the process becomes clearer. Gather the right information. So next, let's talk about getting informed. Think of this step like preparing for a journey. You wouldn't just set off without knowing the terrain, right? Research has shown that our brains thrive when they have clear information. You become more strategic, less impulsive, and way more grounded in your choice. For instance, say you're thinking of changing jobs. Don't just focus on the salary. Look at the company culture, growth opportunities, work-life balance, and more. This way, you reduce uncertainty, build confidence, and ultimately feel more in control with your decision. Weigh the pros and cons. Now, let's get practical. Weighing the pros and cons isn't just a good habit, it's backed by science. It activates your brain's logical thinking center, helping you analyze options more effectively. Get out a piece of paper and write down every potential benefit and drawback of each choice. Be brutally honest. Seeing it all on paper can be a game changer. It's not just about comparing options, it's about giving your mind a clearer framework. And once you see it all laid out, you can then ask yourself, can I live with these cons, or are the pros just too good to pass up? Trust your instincts. Now, this might surprise you a bit, but science actually supports the idea of trusting your gut. Neuroscientists say that our instincts are often a result of subconscious information processing. In other words, your brain has already processed past experiences, learned patterns, and subtle signals. So when you get that feeling, it's not just a random hunch. It's your mind's way of synthesizing information. Now, I'm not saying that you should rely solely on intuition, but when the facts are balanced and one option feels right, don't be afraid to lean into that feeling. It's your brain's way of saying, hey, I've got your back on this one. Start small and build confidence. Facing a big decision can be daunting, right? So why not break it down into smaller steps? You know, behavioral scientists call this the foot in the door technique. It's proven that making a small move first makes the bigger leap feel less intimidating. For example, if you're considering a major career change, start by taking a course in that field or even shadowing someone who's already there. As you make these small, manageable decisions, you'll gain momentum and build confidence along the way. Set a deadline. Here's a simple but very powerful trick: setting a deadline. It's easy to get stuck in analysis paralysis when you have all the time in the world to make a choice. But when you give yourself a firm deadline, your brain focuses and prioritizes. You eliminate the constant back and forth, and instead, you move forward. Studies on decision fatigue show that when we delay decisions for too long, our mental energy drains, and the quality of our decisions actually gets worse. So, set a date, commit to it, and don't look back. Sometimes the best decision is simply making one. Prepare for imperfection. So let's be real again for just one moment here. No decision is perfect, and that's okay. In fact, psychologists like Daniel Kahneman have found that most people actually thrive by making good enough choices rather than seeking perfection. Now, this doesn't mean you're settling. It means you're being adaptable. And when you accept that things might not go exactly as planned, you're more likely to learn, grow, and adapt along the way. So be ready to pivot if necessary. The goal isn't to avoid mistakes. It's to learn from them and keep moving forward. So here's the truth. Making difficult decisions will never be easy, but it can be empowering. With clarity, preparation, and a willingness to trust yourself, every choice becomes a stepping stone towards growth. Remember, it's not about finding the perfect path. It's about making the best possible decision, giving what you know, and who you are. And if the outcome isn't what you expected, well, you'll learn, adjust, and move forward with even more confidence the next time. So the next time you're faced with a tough decision, remember this: you already have the tools to choose wisely and with courage. Because in the end, it's not just about making the right decision, it's about having the confidence to own it. And if anybody can do it, you can. If anybody is worth it, you are. And I'll be back tomorrow with some more great information, my friends. This is my favorite part of every day, the time that I get to spend with you. Because I like you and I think you are 100% amazing. I'll be back tomorrow with some more great stuff. Have a beautiful day.